Aqua gang, gang, gang. What it do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message for my beautiful Aquarian soul family, my Aqua gang in this thing. I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guides, please come through. Give us exactly what it is that we need to know in regards to Aquarius sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. It's going to be for new and or current. This feels really good, guys, in terms of the energy showing up. This could be somebody that you are just starting to build a bond with, build a connection with. It's going to feel quite magnetic and almost faded. For those of you who have yet to meet this person, you could just be healing and like releasing certain things to make room for this individual. That is also going to feel faded, whatever is being removed. This is somebody who you're getting ready to meet. And I feel like it's not far off, actually. This is coming in very soon. I'm getting the next month, next 4 weeks or so. So please prepare yourself. So for some of you, this might come out of nowhere. You're not even looking. If you have already met this person, I get that you haven't set any expectations for this, but it just feels so damn good. This is a connection that the two of you possibly have never really experienced before because it doesn't require a whole lot of work. It does just feel as if things are flowing so beautifully and almost just easily, right? Way easier than it has been in the past for you when it comes to romance, love, right? Connections. This is giving the missing piece of the puzzle type of energy. Please take a moment and like the video, you guys, okay? Shoot me a little comment down below, a little hey girl, hey, whatever you want to add about the reading. And if you haven't already made it official, please consider joining the gang. You can do that by clicking the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell because that's going to let you know when I upload on the channel, period. So we have playfulness. Yeah, I feel like it's light and airy. There's something very lighthearted about the energy. It's deep yet light, and this is what makes it work. I feel like things start to flow and really are able to be built easily. Like the connection is going to be built almost overnight. I feel like you're going to, the both of you will have lots of thoughts of one another just upon that first conversation. This person may definitely be very spontaneous, very adventurous. I feel like even though you get the rap of being a free spirit, this is somebody who is actually, it's sort of like they're triggering that in you. Trigger in a good way, not in a bad way. Because I feel like just because of what you've experienced in certain connections, you find it hard to kind of lean into that lightheartedness, lean into that carefree energy, that playfulness. You may always have had your guard on, but I feel like this is someone who brings this side out in you. It says living life without fun can be boring. So this person is extremely fun, you guys. It says that it can also be very unhealthy for you. Have fun and boost your happiness. This is somebody who will have some really outside of the box dates planned for the two of you. With water here, this is somebody who might be a water sign, okay? Yeah, I feel like you are used to dealing with fragile energies, fragile connections, people who may have fragile personalities, connections that just don't feel like they're being built on much of anything is what I'm hearing, okay? Connections that have a lot of weaknesses to them. So the lightheartedness or just the ease of this connection is something that is really going to take you by surprise. And this person as well, okay? It says this situation is fragile. It needs time. A lot of damage can be prevented if you speak the truth in love to each other. This came out crossing. So I get that this person is also used to dealing with people who just did not align with their true happiness, what they're actually looking for, what they actually want. You may also have this in common with this person. At the bottom of the deck, we have restrictions. So that's what I was feeling. And I feel like all of that is changing. You're not going to feel so confined, so restricted in terms of trying to be cautious, right? Like there's a lot of cautious or caution coming from your side of things. Yeah, you met a lot of karmics. I feel like this is a connection that's going to release all of that. So if you haven't met this person yet, you are on the brink of meeting them. You're going to feel yourself being able to release any pessimism, anything that will keep you from wanting to move forward, anything that might be placed in your mind or might be left over, residual effects of those weaknesses that you may feel like you've had. Anything that has created this fragility in your heart is being released. And this is a time of true harmony. Okay. This is coming in after endings. So a part of yourself is dying off is what I'm hearing. But I feel like it's a good death. This is a transformation. This is like you getting ready to embody a new era of your life. Okay. And this divine connection has a pretty big place in all of that energy, or the new energy showing up the way that it is. So a youthful spirit. This person likes to have fun. What they do for work might actually also be something that seems fun, right? This is the type of person who believes that life is worth living is what I'm hearing. Is that a song? Yeah, they feel like you should be having fun in life. They feel like you shouldn't be so serious all the time. The happiness card says being happy doesn't mean everything is perfect. It means you're looking beyond the imperfections. Exactly. It's like they're optimistic. They know that everything is not perfect, but they believe that life is what you make it. Yeah, things are what you make it. And I feel like this is just what the doctor ordered for you. So there's a lot of fun happening early on in this connection. And because you don't have many expectations in terms of where this is going, this is possibly why the strength of this connection is going to sneak up on the both of you. Okay, we have around winter time. So you will either be meeting this person in a few months. I'm getting like 4 weeks. So I feel like it's going to start to get deeper. That's like cuddle weather. I'm hearing like cuddle season, cuffing season. Okay. So you might be cuffed up sooner than you think, you guys. Okay. Yeah. Keep an open mind. I feel like this keep an open mind card is also in terms of your type of person, like the type of person that you normally date. Perhaps you normally are used to dating people who are more on the reserve side, more on the more serious side, or like I said, just people who are more fragile, like that ego might be fragile, their self-esteem might be fragile. That is not this. Okay. And this is what's creating this ease. But there's also this energy of you keeping an open mind about the timeline and the time frame of things. Okay. Neither one of you have control over how quickly or how deep this is going to get. The timing is not up to either one of you. Yeah, just go with the flow and enjoy yourself. There is a sense of enjoyment here and pleasure. Okay, I'm hearing like pleasure principle. Who is that? Janet Jackson. Bottom of the deck, we have don't motherfucking dim your light. And I feel as though the both of you have experienced this in connections, but these were connections that weren't truly meant for you, right? Like this was sort of like, this person specifically is who they're wanting me to focus on. I feel like this is somebody who has had a hard time with going with the flow. This is why they're so free spirited now. This is something that they have healed, right? They open themselves up to the changes. I also get that this is somebody who used to be quite cold because of pain or the weaknesses from the past that have caught up to them. But with all of the water that showed up prior to these cards coming out, I feel like this is somebody who now is truly emotionally ready and emotionally available. Very spontaneous. This person is very spontaneous. They might be a jokester too. Like their personality is a good fit for you. Yeah, I'm hearing like the type of people that they were used to dealing with weren't necessarily those who were on the same page, right? It was sort of like checking off a box instead of going towards what truly makes you happy. See, I prepared for you. They had to heal a lot of things prior to being able to even be on the same frequency as you. All right, this is all divinely guided. And you might mirror this person's energy as well for divine connection to be there. I will not disappoint. I get that this person, like the value that you possess, right? In the past, I feel like it may have been hard for others to see you, but this is somebody who sees you. Okay. I also get that this is somebody who's going to be very protective over you in this union quite early on. Don't be taken aback. Look. This one will be very protective. You can't make it up. They don't play. It's like they play with you. The two of you can play, right? Like there's playfulness, but they don't motherfucking play about you is how I'm seeing that. And perhaps this level of safety you have never felt for real. Okay? Yeah, I get that they're very gentle with you, but not with others, especially when it comes to you. This person might get absolutely upset if you start to tell them about the ways in which you were broken in the past, right? Like they may have venom for your exes. They want to fuck them up for real. So let's dig into some character traits about this person so we can kind of get an idea of who you're dealing with. We'll also dig into some sentiments of their past. Oh, okay. So in terms of their past, we have meeting frogs. They're telling me that this goes on the spread. And it reads, stuck meeting a lot of frogs. Identifying the bad patterns that you use over and over and over again without realizing it. Yeah, so karmic relationships is what they have been used to, and now this is a divine connection. I think this is somebody who never really thought that the one existed. They almost felt like that was just something that people said until they started to heal themselves, right? Until they started to warm up and really lean into emotions about love, like loving themselves, okay? Yeah, so we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody who has had to work really hard for the things that they have in life. And I feel like this is a person who deep down on the inside, like on a soul level, they're a really good person. They're a provider. King or queen, gender doesn't matter. This is somebody who believes in providing for those that you love. Okay, they believe in building. Okay, they believe in protecting. They believe in growing. They believe in doing their part, right? Like this is also somebody who is coming off as believing that things should be fair and equal, but sometimes life is just not fair is how I'm hearing that. So this could be why they turn cold. Yeah. You see me stutter there? It's like this wound from the past, they're no longer dealing with it. They have healed from it, but it still makes them shudder a little bit with that. When I see this winter card, it's almost like chilling what was done to this person by whoever this karmic was. It almost broke them. Okay. I feel like they're going to share this with you. And even though, yeah, they have like truly healed from it, like they're a different person. They've leveled up. They have prepared for what it is that they now know that they want and what they deserve. But there's just still this level of this person kind of keeping things close to their chest initially. I feel like the communication early on is going to be really important for the foundation of this relationship. The playfulness is fine, right? And leaning into your bliss and your happiness and the peace. But the two of you are going to need to talk about some of the tougher things, right? 10 of Swords is nothing to kind of bat a lash at. And I feel like this is where the deepening of the connection between the two of you stems from. It is talking about some of those more darker times. And the both of you are going to need to be doing that, right? The vulnerability is what's allowing the both of you to see why you're showing up in each other's lives at this time. Tell me about their past. Give me some energy. Okay, yeah, see, we have the Fool. I feel like they took a leap of faith on someone. They got truly hurt. This person could have stopped dating for a long time, you guys. I don't get that they, like, once they got all 10 of those swords placed into their bat, they stopped moving forward. They may have even became a little bit pessimistic about love, right? A chip on their shoulder is how I'm hearing that. And they've only just been focusing on their money, right? The tangible things, the numbers, the things that actually make sense. Right? Because love doesn't often make sense all the time. You can't make sense of things all the time. Or sometimes you're not supposed to be able to make sense of certain things. They took a leap of faith and they got burnt severely. I feel like this ex from the past is also here to confirm that, right? I feel like when this person goes in, they go all in, but they were dealing with somebody who was very much so opportunistic. This is somebody who would have preferred to stay single, but they saw what this individual was going to be able to provide. Okay, yeah, look at this, look at this. They saw what this person is able. This is like, oh, I definitely saw that. This is sort of like the nice guy, nice girl. They had me put it back in the deck though. I saw nice guys finish last, nice girls finish last. They were forced to become cold on love, to just stop believing in it, right? Because they overgave, they gave a lot, they have a lot to give. This is this person is extremely kind-hearted, a kind soul. They may have grown up around like long-term commitments and marriages that last for years and years and years is how I see the Hierophant. The Hierophant didn't show up for them in terms of a long-term committed overflowing love. This is what they showed up with because this is what they witnessed. But what they got in return was this person's ass to kiss. Okay, somebody who just took and took and took. A lesson is the Hierophant as well, not just a commitment. And I do feel like this situation in particular is what turned this person cold, is the phrase that they keep using. Yeah, they feel like they went way too fast towards what they thought was their happiness, and they got humbled quite quickly. This is also this person like healing from this, because we do have the Ten of Swords, and learning this lesson in the way in which they did is also why they're so protective over others, specifically you. So over people that they love. They have not been in a relationship since this. They haven't. But once they meet you, this is somebody who you might trigger slight residual effects, like I kept saying earlier, right? They have healed. But when I see the Devil right next to the Three of Swords, it's sort of like they've been waiting and waiting and waiting. This is now the next test, right? Are you truly ready for love? Are you truly ready to open up? Are you truly ready for what it is that you said that you wanted before, right? Are you ready to take this leap of faith again, right? So when I see the Devil, I almost get that this person has been in waiting mode, idle. They've been in idle mode, just focusing on their money. This is sort of feeling like high stakes poker to this person meeting you. Okay. They have healed, but it's sort of like, it's one thing to heal and then just be alone. It's one thing to get heartbroken, heal from it, and then just be alone and focus on your money. It's a total other thing to now put yourself back out there. And that's how I'm seeing these two cards together, right? It's sort of like definitely triggering some things that they thought maybe were gone. They want to come running towards you, right? Because just like the past, you feel like this sentiment of happiness, this happily ever after, their wife, their husband, the mother of their kids, the father of their kids, right? Like their life partner, a divine connection, which it is. But I do get this person being scared shitless because the last time that they did this, we see what happened and what occurred. I feel like this person's test now is to understand their discernment, right? And their intuition is what they're being guided to lean into. Now, this is going on underneath the surface. This is not something that this person is bringing to your doorstep. This person is going to want to protect you, your heart, your feelings. So everything that's going on internally, they're not bringing this to your doorstep. They're not. This is all things that are going on in the background. Very deep. They feel very deeply for you. And I'm not going to lie, that does scare them a little bit. But this is not the type of person that is toxic in terms of that fear showing up in a way that will affect you. Okay, they've learned enough and healed enough to only have it affecting them. It's just a matter of them wanting to know if this is truly real. Like, do they have it right this time? They made the wrong decision last time. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes it's scary to let go of your story, the story that you've grown accustomed to. You bring a calm to this person that they've never experienced before, right? It's a soulmate, but it's not a karmic one. And it is something that they have quite literally manifested, but I almost get this person feeling like, damn, do I go towards this full speed ahead? Or do I protect myself and avoid it, right? And I almost get that this person may have done this with other connections prior to you, but it wasn't high stakes poker, meaning it wasn't a divine connection. This is somebody who may have been just placing themselves in a closet on the inside, or just sabotaging certain connections out of fear that they would experience what they've experienced in the past, right? So this is like the ultimate test now. They want you bad. They're trying to go with the flow, but no. There's just too much overflowing for them to be chill. They're not nonchalant. They're very chalant. Very chalant, this one. Everything about you speaks to their soul, right? Speaks to what it is that they feel like they work towards. I know we keep seeing the devil, and this is not to put fear in you. This is about this person's questioning their own discernment, right? Because now we have the devil along with the 8 of Cups. In the past, they may have gotten signs that they needed to walk away from something, right? That something was not good for them. But it felt just as great as it does with you. The 9 of Cups, it felt like a wish fulfillment, but it wasn't, right? Like they feel bamboozled, like they were tricked. And it's not that they think that you're tricking them. It's just that all of these same feelings they've once felt before, but they were wrong. So this is a true test of this person's intuition. This is a true test of their actual faith and of the actual healing that they really have done, right? They don't know how things will go. They don't know if this is going to be a victory. They don't know where this is actually going to lead, but they know how they feel about you so soon, right? This is what they've been planning for. However, now that it's here, I feel like the emotions is knocking them off balance, okay? Off kilter. I almost get that this person was hoping that they would call in like a lower level soulmate, not high stakes poker, right? Not an empress, not an emperor, not somebody that can literally shatter them. Somebody that they want everything with, and somebody that could take everything from them. That's how they're seeing you, right? And there's also something about this person holding on to a version of themselves from the past, right? It's like who they've known themselves to become. But this is a transformative relationship. The lessons have been learned. It's now time to start a new cycle, and they're being challenged to release the past, right? Release what happened before and not overthink this, to kind of go with the flow. But they are struggling with it. I'm not going to lie. So you make this person very nervous without even trying. They're going to want to impress you. Quite early on, this person may be very attentive. I see also very protective, always checking in, always wanting to know what's going on with you. Are you okay? Do you need anything? For some of you, right, just depending on what kind of Aquarius you are, this may come off as a little bit clingy, but I get that this is just somebody who doesn't want to mess it up. Like they just want to make sure all of their T's are crossed, all of their I's are dotted. So there's a lot of emphasis being placed on this person's focus on you, wanting to keep things smooth, wanting to keep things moving in a direction that also feels safe for them. They're not sharing everything, but you're going to be able to feel it. Okay. Look, we have the Sun, the Empress, the 10 of Wands, and the Tower. All of this below the Ace of Cups. So the most attractive quality about you to this person is the fact that they feel like they've been waiting for this their whole life. This person might be, they feel like everybody else has already bypassed them in terms of getting married, having kids. Like they feel like they're behind and they've been waiting and waiting and waiting. I also get that they might feel like a little bit embarrassed or like a sucker for now it being right in front of their face and them like almost getting like a shiver. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know if this will end in a tower. Even though it feels so damn good, it is quite overwhelming for this person. Just what you mean to them or just what you bring to the table. You're a beacon of light with the Sun here. We also have the Empress coming out now for the 3rd time. So they definitely place you up high on the hierarchy scale, right? Like they don't have other options. But I almost get that this person almost felt like they would just remain single or they would just play it safe. This is not playing it safe for this person, right? Like they keep using the phrase high stakes poker, or we could say Russian roulette, right? Like they feel like they're playing with their motherfucking life now. It may have taken them a long time to overcome this 10 of Swords, and now here you come. They want you bad as ever. They do. They've been waiting on it. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. They planned for it. Look at this. You cannot make it up, right? So it's just like, well, why not go for it? If you have all of these positive cards, all of this positive energy, all of this positive shit, well, because this does feel like a tower for this person. I'm not going to lie. just how good this feels, just how magnetic it feels, just how, I won't say perfect, but it does feel like a good fit. You're checking all of the boxes. The two of you have a good time together. It doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like, you know, expending a lot of energy, mental bandwidth, time, money. Like, it just feels very easy. It feels effortless. This is not what they expected. You know what I mean? So it's almost like the ease of it all is almost more burdensome than them just dealing with multiple options. Now they're ready to narrow it down to one and only. Okay. But the last time they felt like this, they got fucked over royally. That has nothing to do with you. They do know that, right? They do know that, you guys. So this is somebody who is battling internally about how to move forward. Okay. This is really stressing them the fuck out. I'm not going to lie. Now, what you're going to see is the Queen of Cups. They're not going to show you any of this. This is going on underneath the surface, but it might make this person want to move things along and build this foundation a little bit quicker so that they can quickly get to the end. And that might be your tower. The fact that things seem to be moving quite swiftly. Their intentions seem very pure and genuine, right? Aside from this person battling mentally and internally with this final movement forward. Releasing the baggage finally is the final step. So they definitely see a future with you, like long term, okay? And it might be scaring them a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, right? Like, because I almost get that this person is saying to themselves, like, the last time was the last time. And they were just gonna date. You know what I'm saying? They were just going to keep it simple, like not make anything too deep, you know, not put 20 on 10, whatever you want to say it, whatever you want to call it. They almost took marriage out of the cards for them. But now we have all of these cards on the table now that suggest that they want marriage. Yeah, I almost feel like they perpetually held on to the fact that they were going to hold back forever and ever and ever. Now they want to give you everything. Look at this. Blood, sweat, and tears. They ready to put it all on the motherfucking line. If you'll have them, right? So I feel like a lot sooner than you expect, this conversation about where we're going and what are we and how I feel about you is going to happen. They definitely want to take you off the motherfucking market. They don't want anybody else having an opportunity with you. Look at this shit. Four of Wands, Ace of Wands, the Star, the Chariot. Come on. And I almost see the Chariot with the Seven of Cups right after, as this person wanting to move away from every other option, but they also want to make sure you're willing to do that as well. So let's hop over to the extended. What a very powerful, I'm excited about this. I am. I like it so far. We're definitely going to dig into the nitty gritty to see if this is worth your while, see where it's all going, get some details about this person. We'll see why they're single for real, according to the divine. Okay, we see their side of the story. I absolutely want to know who they become once they feel like they have you. We'll see what exactly this person actually wants out of a relationship, and you'll be able to see if that's aligned with what you also want. And if the two of you are actually equally yoked, it seems that you have a great time, but could this work long term? Can you actually build something here? Okay, we will also see what the time frames are in terms of this person coming towards you. And for those of you who have already met this person, when will you start moving towards this commitment and committed relationship? We'll get the outcome. Is there potential for this to actually be built on something solid? The longevity of a union, long term, is that possible? Okay. We will also pull advice. So without further ado, click the like button, subscribe button, notification bell. I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box. I'm going to see y'all over there. Lego.